Good morning, Frady bunch. How are you all doing today? I hope the world is treating you well. I'm wearing my mini ears again today, which means we have a Disney recipe that we are going to be making, and I'm super excited about it because I don't know if I mentioned this my last Disney video, but my husband and I went to Disney in October of 2019 to celebrate our 1-year wedding anniversary and take our honeymoon. And it was amazing, and I loved it, and it was the best time of my life, and I wish I could be back there, but you know, this darn Corona has made it really hard on everybody, and yeah, so I figured, you know what, the world kind of sucks right now and we could all use a little bit of happiness coming from the happiest place on earth, so why not recreate a Disney recipe. And this recipe can be found on the Disney blog site. It is a recipe that they actually use, so it's been released like from Disney chefs onto this Disney blog website. Never had these before. I didn't have the opportunity to when I went to Disney World either time, because you could only get these at a very specific location, and I was strictly wanting to be in the parks, so we didn't go to any of the Disney resorts to try like restaurants or just to look at everything, which I guess is a thing. I did not know that was a thing, but it's a thing. So I did not get to try these, but we are making Mickey Mouse beignets, and I'm super pumped because, like I said, I've never had these, but I'm a big fan of Princess and the Frog, which is really what sort of helped these gain in popularity, I guess. I could be wrong. I do not quote me on that. But yes, so Princess and the Frog beignets were featured in Princess and the Frog, and I think that's when they brought them into the parks. They could have been there before that, I don't know. But yes, so these are going to be Mickey Mouse shaped beignets, and it's just like a fried dough kind of a thing. I'm really excited about it. It's pretty early, and I'm hoping that it tastes like a powdered donut because it's just fried dough topped with powdered sugar. I'm really excited. So hopefully I don't mess these up and I do them justice. Disney gods, please be with me. Thank you. I will post the link to the recipe itself and the website below this video in the description box so that you can go and explore and find Disney recipes that you want to make for yourself. They've got a lot on there, seasonal things, stuff from years and years back, things that are most popular. It's where I got the churro recipe, was from that website as well. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get started, Mouseketeers! I really am struggling this morning. I'm so tired. So, venti iced cold brew black is what I'm drinking, in case you're wondering, not that you asked, but so I'm going to sanitize my hands. So I have my KitchenAid mixer here, and I have my bread hook attachment, but we're going to leave that off while we're putting everything in here. So I have a 1/4 cup of warm water I'm going to put in, and now, okay, so this recipe is supposed to be using like active dry yeast, in which case you would add your yeast to your warm water and let it bloom, but I'm using instant yeast. So we're not doing that. We're just going to add our instant yeast in when we add in our flour. So moving on, we need a 1/4 cup of white sugar. You need 2 tablespoons of vegetable shortening. You need a happy cup of a happy cup. That's funny. You need 1/2 cup of heavy cream. I'm using organic heavy whipping cream. So now we need 1 egg. I'm using an organic cage-free, free-range egg. Again, not that you asked, but I mostly, almost exclusively, am using organic ingredients today. So do with that what you will. You don't have to by any means. I just am. And now I'm going to add half a cup of boiling water. So there's our wet ingredients, and now we're going to add 4 cups of all-purpose flour. The dry ingredients are on top of our wet ingredients. Now I need half a teaspoon of yeast, and I'm just going to put it on top of our flour. And now I need half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to put this on the opposite side that I put the yeast on. Now we attach our bread hook, and we're going to let this mix together until it's just combined and smooth. There is our dough. So now we're going to let this rest for about a half hour. I am going to cover it, and I'm going to leave it here and I'm going to cover it just because I don't want it to get like crusty. So cover it and let it rest for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to move on to our next step. Howdy partners. Okay, so we're back. It's been about a half hour. Our dough has rested. It hasn't really risen any, but that's fine because we are going to be doing a second rise. We just needed to give the dough time to rest so it could settle, get all nice and happy in there, and prepare it for this second rise that we're going to be doing. So I'm going to lightly flour my work surface here. I have a baking sheet here. I'm just gonna set that off to the side. So we're going to turn our dough out onto our work surface. I'm just gonna flatten this out as far as I can go. And now we're going to, we're going to roll this out until it's about a 1/4 inch thick. So those are about 1/4 inch thick. Now, check this out. I bought this on Amazon. It was like $6, I think, with the free 2-day Prime shipping. And I'm so pumped. I'm gonna put this to use in so many different ways. But if you don't have a Mickey Mouse shaped cookie cutter, you can by all means cut these into like 2.5 to 3 inch squares, which is probably what I'll do with the excess dough. But I'm going to use my Mickey Mouse cookie cutter, so we're just going to press down. Ta-da. All right, so we have 12 Mickey Mouse beignet dough things. Okay, so we're gonna cover these back up with a towel. My little Be Happy dough. Cover that. And we're gonna let these rise until they're like doubled in size, about an hour, hour and a half. And then we're going to fry them. Hi. You have joined me over at my stove so that we can fry up these beignets, which I am super excited to do. So I've preheated my oil in a heavy bottomed cast iron pan. So we're just gonna fry these at 350 degrees for about 2 or 3 minutes. We're gonna flip over when the first side has browned. And I'm super excited. And I have a paper towel lined plate over here to put them on when they are done. So without further ado, drop them in. I'm gonna do 2 at a time. Here are the fried beignets. So they are still really, really hot. So I'm just gonna put a few on a plate here, and we're just going to shake some powdered sugar over them. Oh, look at that overexposed. There we go, look at that. Those look and smell fantastic. All right, let's try it. Let's go straight for the ear. Ooh. Oh. Hot. Hot, hot. Oh, so hot. Ooh. what the inside looks like. They taste so good. Exactly like I thought it would be. Tastes like a powdered fried donut. Delicious. Tiana knew what she was doing. So good. So good. Okay, well, I'm going to powder the rest of these and probably snack on them the rest of the afternoon, to be honest. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope this video helped brighten your day and bring some positivity into an otherwise questionable and not so great time. I just hope that we can continue to spread joy and find the silver lining and positive in everything, despite what else is going on in the world. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful, fabulous, splendid day, and until next time, guys.